So these are details. So how do you recognize the moon? It shows a folkloric tale of a hare is here, pounding elixir, a little liquid, under the acacia tree. It's a folkloric stories of Korea. And then you see Sudana, and then 3 supplicants on this side. And you can see even fish, right? And then corals. So this one shows that it's ocean side. This is kept at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And then there are other Buddhist paintings in Korea. And then this one is incense burner created bronze. And then they put, so it's the incense burner where you can put incense stick here. They are created with bronze. But again, you need that sangam or a beautiful ornamentation. So you carve out the surface of bronze with a sharp tool. And then in that outline, you are going to insert the silver wire. And then you put the silver wire, and then you pound on it so they become smooth. But again, in order to create a contrast of dark background and shiny silver outlines, they put the silver wire inlay. So this inlay technique is called sangam. And you can see the same sangam technique in porcelain decoration. So this one is made in 1289 for the temple of Hungwangsa. So how do you know? There is inscription somewhere. So this is most famous type of artwork called saladon of Korea. So saladon is this color. How can you describe this color? Sort of a matcha latte color. It's not really green. It's not blue, but sometimes you have this bluish green color, or sometimes it's a little bit more saturated blue. You have this type of mysterious colors. So saladon refers to the name of the color. It originally came from the character of a story, but saladon is the color. So it is a stoneware, meaning it was baked at a high temperature, and then it's very durable, and it has beautiful glass coating all over the vessel. So you can read a little bit more about this. What I want to explain is, again, the sangam technique. So in Korea saladon, they liked this contrasting color. So the usual saladon ware is this color, right? Like bluish green. But they carved out of this background area, and then they inserted white clay, and then they put it in the glass coating, so that when you read it has this shiny, smooth surface. But underneath that sharp glass coating, you have a 2 colors combination. So this inlay technique called sangam. So easier way is actually carving out shapes inside a pattern, right? You carve out the shape of grain, and then you put the white clay, and then for the outline of black, again you carve that out, and the black clay, and then you create the shape. So in Goryeo dynasty, this particular shape is really famous for Goryeo saladon, and that is called maebyong. Maebyong means plum tree shaped vase. So it has a large shoulder, and then it has a narrow foot. It's called maebyong. And this particular design of a cloud and crane that symbolizes, those symbolize longevity of life. So it was very suitable matters for wine to be filled. So what's the name of this type of technique? Sangam. Remember sangam technique, inlay technique. And then remember the kundika that we just saw in Goryeo dynasty painting, Buddhist painting, water, moon, Avalokiteshvara. So the kundika can be created with bronze lines, or they can make kundika in Goryeo saladon techniques. So Maebyeong is very important. This will be in your exam. Maebyeong is the most important shape of Goryeo saladon. And then it has a small mouth, short neck, but round shoulder, round and big shoulder, and then smaller waist, and then the foot. It's different from the Chinese examples, and it has a little bit more like S shape. These are important. Sometimes you have like a little cup as a lid, but it's not always. And how do you make the sangam technique, clay inlay technique? So you make your body, and then you, with a sharp tool, you create the patterns out. And then next step is you are going to put either white clay or black clay, right? Like you draw more like black clay, for deep. So this one only shows the white clay. So after that, you're going to add more and then black clay. Once it's ready, you bake it at a low temperature, initial firing. So once initial firing is over, then you put another glazing. So this glazing is a secret to make that bluish green color. And then you bake it at a higher temperature, like that jade green color. And then, you will have the beautiful glaze. So that's how you make. Sometimes you can use black clay, which includes a lot of iron, or you can use clay including a lot of copper. So if you use copper, it becomes red. If you use iron with clay, then the pattern becomes black. So that is the end of the show. So I'm going to stop sharing. So that was Goryeo dynasty. Thank you for watching.